What's going on, guys? And today I'm coming to you with a very nice, very evil, very caffeinated review because I'm finally getting the chance to look at the Danhausen Coffeehausen by Rootless Coffee Company. Now, this is a collaboration between Rootless and Danhausen. And if you don't know who Danhausen is, Google him. He's a professional wrestler with a very entertaining character, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Now, Danhausen loves a lot of things. He loves money, he loves teeth, he loves blimps, and he loves coffee. Now, this was on sale during their Black Friday sale. Also, they had a limited edition insulated tumbler with my boy Danhausen on here, so I had to pick that up as well. But let's read the little message Danhausen has given us. It says, "Hello. Yes, regular humans, it's Danhausen. Love that Danhausen. Danhausen has now decided to delve into the market of energy beans that seem to be so popular these days with a beanhausen of his own. But evil, isn't that nice? Enjoy this very caffeinated, very evil treat that Danhausen has bestowed upon you, or be cursed." Now, I probably am gonna need to give this a good review because I don't want to get cursed, and Danhausen curses are very, very not fun. Now, this is a Brazilianhausen region coffee. The process is very natural, very evil. Elevation, Danhausen doesn't know what that means. And taste. Yes, taste this coffee, for it is good, or be cursed. Now, I really love that this is a collaboration because Danhausen's great. If you've watched Danhausen and you understand Danhausen, he is so entertaining, at least to me personally. But we're here to talk about the coffee. Now, it's not every day I do a coffee review on this channel. So, I put it in the tumbler. I did the drip method because that's the type of coffee pot I have. Rootless is cool because they kind of can send you like the variety based on what kind of coffee you have, like a French press or whatever other coffee things there are. I'm a tea guy, not usually coffee. I've always done a drip. But let's see how this tastes. Now, I thought this would have cooled down by now, but again, insulated tumbler. It's 8:35 in the morning. I'm barely awake. It is hot, but it's a nice, bold Brazilian coffee flavor. Now, I drink my coffee black. I like the full body taste of coffee when I do drink coffee, because that boldness to me just kind of wakes me up immediately. And this does have a very bold flavor, but a very nice coffee flavor. It tastes like if you were in a cafe and ordered like a fresh coffee where they grind the beans there. This isn't like a cheap like $7 bag of coffee. This was about 20 bucks for 16 ounces. But it has such a nice aroma. It has that coffee bean like roasted taste to it, and just the bold Brazilian flavor. Now, the one thing I know about Brazilian coffee is it is a darker kind of flavor than your traditional like Colombian. It's very similar in a way to a Cuban coffee in terms of flavor, but if you look at things like Bustelo, they're like finely grinded because they're more of an espresso coffee. So this has... Does it say what notes this is supposed to have on here? It doesn't. I know on the website it gives a bunch of different notes, but it has a nice kind of like sweetness to it, almost like a raspberry, like a chocolate raspberry. And just to me, what's doing it is that bold flavor. It's a full-bodied coffee to me in that extent, and it's delicious. So compared to coffees I'd review, I'd give this probably like a 9 out of 10. I don't want to give it a perfect 10 because there's always, in life, rooms for improvement. But this is one of the better cups of coffee I've ever had. It doesn't taste like a Starbucks or like a Dunkin' Donuts type of cafe. It tastes like a real coffee from a coffee cafe, like a sit-down cafe with a little like jazz music playing. But that's my own personal wish in life, is to find a cafe like that. But for what it's worth, this is very, very good. And, for the first thing I've ever had from Rootless Coffee Company, I will definitely buy this again. Love that Danhausen. Support that Danhausen. his coffee's really good. I didn't know what to expect. I kind of thought it would be like a gimmicky thing. But no, the flavor in this thing is perfect. If you're someone who normally would add something to your coffee, maybe a little sugar, I wouldn't see myself ever putting milk in here because it has like a sweetness, it has that boldness, and you don't really want to take that boldness away from the full flavor of coffee, especially for me, someone who likes my coffee black. Now, this is great. I definitely recommend picking it up. I know the $20, $21 price tag might be a little steep for some people, but if you do catch this on a sale like I did for Black Friday, definitely worth trying. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I'm probably going to buy more of this, if we're to be honest. This is actually very tasty, especially as it's cooling down and I can like enjoy it a little bit more. It's fantastic coffee, guys. Check it out, Danhausen Coffeehausen by Rootless Coffee Company, or any other things by Rootless. I'm sure they're probably all good if they're all like in tone with how this came out. Very good flavor. Not really acidic, honestly. Goes down nice and smooth. Let it cool down a little bit, obviously. Cool tumbler. 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Get caffeinated. Wake up like I'm trying to do. Until next time, guys, check out this very nice, very evil, very caffeinated coffee, or energy beans as Danhausen calls them. And I'll catch you later, guys. See ya. Bye.